Hello, welcome to my very first video, brought to you by 1800 Coconut Tequila. 1800 Tequila Coconut. Yeah. Oh, it's actually pretty good. All right, let's do it. Okay, look, I should start with an apology. I did say I'd be putting this video up on Friday evening. Unfortunately, I didn't realize what was involved in doing a video. And also, I didn't really have a clear articulation of what I wanted to say. I kind of went on and ended up boring myself. So, I know what I'm going to say on this video, and it's going to be about copy. All right, so strap yourselves in. I hope you enjoy what we're going to learn today. I think copywriting is something that we can all kind of connect with on some level, right? Because you know, you need to write words. If ever you're trying to market anything, you need to write something, right? So what I'll do is I'll take you through, I guess, top line thinking of, well, I guess what to write, how to write, and the importance of knowing your customer. I guess they're the three core things that I want to try and cover. Let's get into it. Start with how to write. Okay, part one, how to write copy. Whenever you write anything, you need to look at the copy you're writing as being a conversation that your brand's having with a potential new customer, right? Or even an existing customer. But the key bit there is that it's a conversation, okay? With big brands and stuff, we'll have this thing called a brand's tone of voice, which is a guideline, like, you know, it's a big, thick document, but they'll have some principles in there that means that any copywriter or any creative or anyone working on that business knows what the brand's tone of voice is, so they know how that brand would speak to somebody. Now, I've got an example here for Velocity, where, you know, you might have some levers that go like, is it formal or informal? Is it serious or funny? Is it mature, youthful? Is it technical? Is it simple, right? So you might have some parameters like that. And what that means is that every time your brand is talking, it needs to speak that way, okay? That's what your brand's tone of voice is. There's a bit more detail to it, but that's simply it. Now, the key part of that is the conversation element, right? So if your copy sounds like it's coming from a business, i.e. it's very formal, then people aren't going to sort of connect with it or relate to it. But it needs to come as if it's coming from a person. Now, a couple of simple principles you can apply to that. One is abbreviate everything, okay? So not you are, it's your. Put those apostrophes in everywhere you can. Get rid of, you know, join words as much as you can. Also, and you know, this will probably upset a few English teachers if there's anyone out there, you can totally start sentences with and but, okay, conjunctions. Do that, that's totally fine. We do it in conversation, that's the key thing. So we do it in a conversation, you can totally apply it to copywriting. Charles Dickens was putting and at the start of sentences almost 200 years ago. The Bible was doing it well before that, obviously. So totally do that, that's fine. Even have one word sentences if you want. Really? Yes, you know, it's fine, totally fine. As long as it's something you'd say, then it's something you should write. Okay? Hope that makes sense. All right, okay, let's get into what to write. Okay, what to write. Anything you write needs to do two things. It needs to engage with your audience, and it needs to persuade them to do something. Okay, so the engaging is at the top end, and obviously the persuasion is you know, buy this thing or search that or follow us or visit this site. But the engagement bit's the hard bit, right? Because obviously, you know, you've got your message in a sea of thousands of messages that your customers will see every day. So I've sort of got four ways of connecting or engaging with your audience. The first one is relatability. So relatability is where you sort of get create an empathy with the customer, right? You go, oh gee, it's tough. You know, isn't it tough being a single dad in the modern world, or you know, things like that, where you kind of put something out there and the person goes, yeah, that's how I feel. That connects with me. The second one, solution to a problem. Okay, so that your good or service provides a solution to a certain problem. What you need to do is you need to elevate that problem and put that out there, and then people can resonate with it. Go, yeah, like, you know, I'm sick of taking crap photos, or you know, are you struggling with this thing? Yes, I am. Okay, here's a solution. Here's a good or service that will solve that problem for you. Okay, that's another way of connecting. Third way, a little bit tougher, humor and quirk. Okay, so that can be a way to sort of, put something out there. If you don't necessarily have something, some better connection to make, you can just use humor and quirk to do it, puns and things like that. The fourth way is intrigue, and clickbait is very good at this stuff, where you got 3 ways to sleep better, or you won't believe what she looks like now, okay, whatever it is. So you click on these things because you're intrigued, you're curious to find out more about this stuff. It might even be how to fix something, or it might be a really cool invention, and you go, yeah, I'm curious, I'm intrigued, I want to know more about that. So that's sort of 4 ways to connect with an audience, engage with them. Obviously, then you've got the conversation that takes them through the persuasion element. One of the another rules actually is that you could do short, sharp copy that gets them to do something, right? Search this and find out more. But things like blogs and longer copy pieces, the longer you can keep a customer in your world and have that conversation with them, the better your chance of closing a deal or getting them to call you or to buy the product, right? Because, the longer I stay in your world, the more trust sort of gets built up, and then I'm, as a customer, more inclined, or a potential customer, more inclined to do whatever it is you want me to do, okay? Hope that helps with that one. So that's what to write. Okay, so the third thing you need to take away from today is the importance of knowing your customer when it comes to writing copy. I kind of touched on it in the engagement thing, but it's really important to understand that you can't get your brand to connect with somebody unless you know where they're coming from. You need to know how they feel, or know what problem they have, or know what humor is going to work with them. You need to know those people, okay? And you need to understand as well that you can't be everything to everybody. The more you niche in, the more you can get to know them, the more you're going to be able to connect with them, okay? So you can throw vanilla ice cream out to everybody and go, hey, I've got vanilla ice cream, and no one's going to give a shit. No one's going to tell anyone, no one's going to come running, okay? They might go, oh yeah, maybe one day if it's hot, right? I'll have vanilla ice cream. But what you need to do is get people to fall in love with the thing you're offering. And the way you do that is knowing that there are people in the world who love chalk, mint, marshmallow, double coated, whatever, right? And so you connect with those people and you say, here is the thing that you absolutely need in your life, because I know you need it, because I know you love this stuff. And that's where people can get excited and passionate and fall in love with a product or a brand, or say, yes, I fucking need that thing in my life, give it to me immediately. So that only comes from knowing who your audience is, okay? So the more research, the more understanding you can do. And also it's important to understand as well, you can sort of show up in different ways, all right? So imagine Facebook ads. Facebook ads are so powerful in that you can really target the different demographics. You can give different messaging to different demographics, different imagery to different demographics and stuff. And so you can bring people over to your side, but from different ways. But the key thing is you're connecting with them, being that demographic, wanting that thing, liking that thing, needing that problem to be solved, okay? That makes sense? So really get to know your audience and niche in as much as you can, because you want people to love your product or service, not just go, oh yeah, it exists and maybe one day, okay? Right, so that's it for copywriting. How easy is copywriting? Fucking hell. Okay, so that was my first video. I realize I may have been confusing, or maybe spoke too quickly, or whatever. So comment below if you need any clarification. If you've got any questions, comment below. I might do a few examples of sort of copywriting sort of befores and afters. If that would help you guys, let me know. Maybe send in an example of something you've done, or I might just find some examples. There's plenty of shit out there that I could probably talk about. Otherwise, please subscribe as well, so you know when the next video comes out. I don't have to keep posting on that startup thing. But yeah, thanks for watching. Go get 'em.